Okay, guys, here we go. We're gonna tie a Damsel Fly nymph. Pretty cute little guy. A little more difficult to tie than most, but now I'm gonna show you a couple of things we have to do for prep work. Now I got this monofilament here. This is a 12 pound, and it's a dark color. I'm gonna use some piece of that, like this here, and I'm gonna take my tweezers. I'm gonna put in here like that. Now this is gonna be his eyes. Get it in the center, get it lighter, and then we're just gonna heat that up, just like that, and then blow on it, it'll go out and get close to the tweezers. Okay, now if you want it tighter, just get up close to the top of your tweezers and it'll come out pretty good. Now next thing we're gonna prep is the scud back. I'm just going to put a point on it just to make it easier to start. Okay, so that's all we got to do with that. I'm going to put that aside. And then the next thing that we have to prep is this mallard flank. I got a dark olive. I'm going to pull all these fibers off. Like that. Okay, then I'm going to pull back these here like that. Hope that many is plenty. Okay, so then you end up with this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my scissors and I'm going to cut it off right there like this. Oops, missed one. Don't cut it too short or your fibers will fall off there. Okay, so I'll just put that aside and we'll have that ready. Okay, now the eyes cool off now. What I'll do is I'll put my hook in the vise. This is size 12, I believe. Yeah, size 12. Okay, now we'll just put the thread on here and go back towards the eye like that. Then I'm going to take these eyes and put them on the back with a figure 8, get it centered. Now I want to leave some space between eyes, between the hook eye and our mono eyes. Now we can do figure 8 and we can also go around the top like this. That'll bind it in there. And get it all nice and straight. Just for added protection, I'm going to put this super glue right there. Okay, and that should be it for the prep work, and then we're going to get on to tying here. Okay, here we go. Now, first thing we're going to do is put the wire on here, the rib. It's a green ultra wire, small. Put this all the way back to the bend, like that. And then we're going to tie on the tail. Whoops. Like marabou. I'm going to just take about that much. Don't need a whole lot. Okay, that's going to be the tail, so I'm going to tie him on right there. If you're asking, make sure it's really good and tight there. I'll lift this up and go in front. Well, that's going to be his body too. Get it back a little bit more so it stays put. There. Okay, and the next thing we're going to put on is scud back as we prepared. Okay. gonna stretch it. Try and get it around the shank, nice and neat. Okay. Now I've got that on there. Next thing is going to be the straggle string, which is this here. This is a dark olive. I've got a light olive as well, which I thought maybe try some light olive. Okay, tie this guy down. Okay. Now I'm gonna counterwind this guy to the eye and back part way, like that. I'm just gonna put a wrap around here. Don't cut that off yet. Just leave that hanging there. Okay, and then I'm going to take my marabou, which is going to be the body. Put my hackle pliers on it. Oops. Like that. And then I'm going to twist it a few times. Then I'm going to wrap it, space it so that our straggle string UV will show through there. Okay, and then I'm going to take my thread and tie it off right about there. Like that. Okay, I'm going to take my scud back, tie it off in front here, stretch it, make sure it's right on top, like that. A few wraps. Then we're going to take our wire, take one wrap there, and then 3 or 4 wraps. What all your marabou. Okay, and I'm going to take this, flip it back to the other side, and put a wrap on there. Because my hackle pliers getting a little short. Oops. Okay, so let me get this out of the way here. Wire, get it tied on. Nice and tight. Okay. And we're gonna twist this wire off here. Maybe. Okay, now this here, I'm gonna put some more straggle string around there, around the eyes, like that. And I'm gonna tie it off, cut it off. Okay. Okay, next we're gonna get this mallard flank. This is dark olive green, and we're just going to pull all the fibers off there like that, and I'm just going to pull this stuff back from the center, try and keep it nice and even. even number of parts on each side. Just you get too much of a hurry, just play around with it. Just about got it. One missing there. There we go. Okay. Now you got it like this. So what I'm going to do, take my scissors, I'm going to cut this piece off right here. Okay. And then I'm going to pull this straight forward like that. I think I got too many on there, so I'm just going to pull a few more off. That's plenty. Okay, now what I'm going to do is tie this guy on here, like this. Put it right above the eyes here. A little tricky. Take a wrap around with your thread. Okay, so it should end up about the same amount on each side. Oops, they're a little bit short there, so I'm going to take that off again. I somehow shorted it. Let's get those legs to be as long as the body, just about, so I'm going to put it in a little bit further down. Try that, see if that works. Carefully. Okay, I'm going to take this straggle string, wrap a couple there, in front of it, the eye like that, then I'll tie it off there. Like that. Okay, now we're going to cut this guy off. We'll go cut the thread. Alright. Okay, now, not too bad, I've got his legs on there. Okay, now I'm going to take this, pull it down, feather, tie it behind the eye with a hook, lift it up, a couple of wraps maybe. Then I'm going to pull this one down, the marabou, and do the same thing. And lift it up, make sure it's on really good. Now move to the front here. Take all this and bring it back and tie it off in front of the eyes like that. Okay, now we can trim this off. Get rid of that one at first. Try not to grab his legs there, or feather. Okay, and then take my scud back. I'm going to tie it off at the eyes as well. You want this on really good, so a couple wraps there, a couple underneath, top, and then I'm going to fold it back and tie it right behind the eyes, like that. Now I'm going to whip finish it. Like that. Okay. Now, this cut this guy off a little longer than what we need. I'm going to put it onto a point like that. Okay, now just straighten out all your wings and everything here. Make sure it's all straight. Okay, now I'm just going to get my scissors and go around if there's anything extra hanging there we don't want. And take it off. Like that. It doesn't cover your eye. Now if you get a few little tiny fibers there, you can just take your lighter and just kind of wipe it underneath there like that. And it'll get rid of all those. Okay, and I'm going to take a few of these. Anything you don't want, make sure you get everything sitting the way you want it. The arms, your legs, wing looking thing, like so. Now I'm going to get some UV resin. I'm going to put it right on top. About out here, getting low. There we go. Put a tiny little bit right along the top of the head here. And around. Make sure you get on the thread. Be careful not to put too much. Just take your time. Okay, and just get your light, put it on there. You notice the eyes, they glow pretty good there. UV on it. Get it toughened up. And that's it. There you go. I hope you guys liked it. It's a little awkward to do. Now we can just trim off the tail a little bit if it's too long, whatever you prefer, like that, about body length. A little twist in that one, cut it off, there you go, and that's it. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed that. Catch you next time.